Hi everyone, this is my very second video. The first one where I shared my experience and journey how I managed to score rank in CMA Intermediate. After that I received multiple requests for providing guidance for their exams, and even I could manage to score all India rank in CMA final as well. So thanks to everyone for the support and love. Since there has been many requests coming up to me relating to guidance for the exams, and it has not been possible for me to help each and every one of you personally, so I thought of coming up with this video. So this is a very quick video where I would be sharing in just how you can manage to prepare for a professional exam, specifically CMA, and manage to score well. So let's start. So there are few key ingredients that is very important in a professional exams, and that separates it from a school exams. So there may be some students who think they are working very hard yet they are unable to make up to the exams. I will show you where the difference lies. Number 1 is planning. Planning is very much for a professional exam preparation, where most of us lack. Some don't have a good plans because they don't have a good guidance, and some doesn't know only that they need planning for exam. It's not just that studying hard will help you get a result. That is where it makes a huge difference from school exam. In school exam, teachers used to prepare for us what we need to study, what we don't, how we need to study. They used to conduct tests for us, even class tests, monthly tests, unit tests, semesters. So there were teachers with us. We just need to study hard to score good. But here we need to prepare it all ourselves. So first you need is plan for your preparation. Failing to plan is planning to fail. That is where it goes. If you cannot plan well your preparations, you won't be able to score well. Okay, so plan your studies. Likewise, you can plan it periodically. You can have a three kind of plan which you have studied, like long term plan, short term plan, mid term plans. For example, I can give you the long term plan can be your long term goals. Like if you are having a 3 months before the exams, you can make it like that. Okay, I'll complete my tuitions within 2 months, and then we'll complete self study, and then we'll have a 10 days pre exam space for revision and tests. Like that, you can plan a long term. Mid term would be like, okay, in the mid would be like, yes, I'll be taking this much of time to complete my self study for the first time when I complete my classes. And short term will be just the classes. Okay, within this week I'll complete these mini chapters, for which especially you're not taking classes, self studies, you can plan up ki, yes, in this week I'll complete these mini chapters, right? So these can be in three segments: short term plans, mid term plans, and long term plans, and they are not stuff, don't worry. Try to meet the targets and plans, but if they require changes, you can do it. Those are made by you too. But plan your studies, that will help you. The next I would suggest will be the tuition classes. Of course, if you feel the need, you will be taking for tuition classes. And if it's after a long period of time or multiple attempts, you are having a gap in any subject which you have taken already tuitions in your earlier attempts, but if you feel the gap, you can go for the fast track classes. This is also a good advice for a student who has moved from CA Inter and is appearing for CMA exams. They think the subject is same and they have already taken classes for their CA exams, so they may not take tuitions for the CMA Inter. But if you feel there is a gap in understanding and it has been a long term since you took classes, then you can go for the fast track classes. It will help you provide motivation, boost you, and help you refresh the course. So that will be a good start for you. Along with that, I would also say, when you are going through your tuitions, please do your homeworks that you get from your tuitions. If you don't get those homeworks, please redo the classes, classwork sums. That will help you gain understanding and absorb the sums more better and stay it in a long term in your mind. If you just don't do it again at your home in the same time, but later on after you finish your classes, it will take a long term for you to understand those sums and redo them. But if you do it simultaneously with your classes, like within that week also, if you don't get the time same day, but that will be easier for you to do at that time because you already did it in the classwork, and that will help you absorb it and settle down in your mind for a long term, so that when you redo it, After completing your whole of the classes and starting your self-study, it will take lesser time and will create a lot of difference. Just believe me and follow this, please. The third thing I would say, when you start your self-study, be it a theory subject or a practical subject, keep highlighting the parts. Like in case of theory, highlight the main words that or the main phrases or sentences that you need to really learn. Like in points, if you have a question that have multiple points, you don't need to learn whole of the points, but you need to learn some phrases and the keywords from those points. Rest you can go through it and make it up on your own, right? So just highlight those keywords so that when you do the second revision, you can just look at the highlighted part and it will save your time. Similarly, for sums, I would say just keep marking each and every sum you do. Provide a comment to each sum. Like if you think that is important, mark it as important. If you think that's a very easy, you can just go through it on looking and without solving, you can move. Comment on that way, whatever you feel comfortable. If you think there is a sum is very tough, then write it as per your will. You can write any comment, whatever you wish to. Highlight the parts of the sums that differentiate one sum from the other. Like there may be two sums that are similar but have just a one adjustment that is creating a difference between two sums, or one or two adjustment. For that you have to go through whole of the next sum, but that would take a lot of time to go through the question and the solution again. So to save your time, just mark the adjustments that creates a difference and the adjustments treatment in the solution. So next time when you revise it, you can just go through those things that differentiate it and it will save your time. And the third and the most important thing you need is summary notes. Summary notes is very important because when you will be giving your exams, if you are giving both groups, you will be having just half day to revise everything for each subject, and if you are giving single group, you will be having 1.5 days. And in this little time, you don't have a capacity to revise such a whole syllabus completely. But if you don't revise it well, it won't be easy for you to recall everything in your exams. So for that time, you need to have a summary note that will help you revise everything well before the day of exams, that too in a shorter period of time. For some subjects, you may get it from your tuition teachers, but for which you don't get it there, make yourselves the summary notes. You can refer the summary notes from the teachers or from any of your friends, but if you make it on your own, that will be a very helpful thing for you, and the summary note will be such a thing that will help you revise everything in gist, but you can recall it everything at a once in a very short period of time. So summary note is very important just during the exams. And the last and the most important, one of the most important thing similar to summary notes is self-test. Please take test of yourself before giving exams to the institute. Like while you prepare for your exam, just keep a 10 days or 20 days in your hand just before the exams, and then use that 20 or 10 days to take your own test. Give your own test, don't be afraid of it. If you sit at your home, use past papers and prepare, give exams. Sit 3 hours, sit 2 hours, whatever you feel the need. Okay, it's fine, you are afraid, you know you won't be able to score good enough, you might score 10, 20 out of 100, that's fine. But face that fear. You just need to sit and score that 10 even if you are getting 10 out of 100, because once you score that 10 in your paper at your home, you will understand where you are lying and you can work on it again and then give another test till you reach to a goal of a good number. Like you can target it 50 or 60, then only you will be able to score at least pass in your institute exams. So if you give multiple attempts at your own home by your taking your own test, then you won't have to give much attempts to the institute. But if you don't do it at your home for yourself, then you may end up giving multiple attempts with institute every 6 months. So please take out time, make efforts, have guts to face your bad score, and just take your own test. You will get to understand where you are lying and you can work on it and save your attempts with institute. So here I have shared the key points that is necessary to prepare well for the exams. If you like it and find it useful, please tell me in the comment box and please like it. Thank you.